The No Fate channel checking in. Today I have 3 quick tips on how to properly store your snowblower for the spring, summer, and fall so that it starts right up next winter. The first tip, and the most important, is to make sure you store your snowblower with no gas. If you've got a very little gas left in the gas tank, the easiest way is to simply run your gas tank empty. Run it until it just shuts itself off because it has the lack of gas. If you're like me and you have half a gas tank left in your snowblower, you're going to need to use a product like this to siphon out that gas. And again, make sure that that snowblower gas can is empty. The old school thinking was to leave your snowblower gas filled to the top with a product like something similar to this, which is a fuel treatment that helps prevent the breakdown of gas, helps prevent it from getting old and stale. However, leaving your snowblower filled with gas, even with a fuel treatment, is still going to cause your carburetor to get gummed up. Today's gas just has so much ethanol in it that even the fuel treatment doesn't prevent that breakdown and gumming of the carburetor. The only way to really prevent your snowblower carburetor from getting gummed up over that long stay of spring, summer, and fall is to make sure you're starting it religiously every few weeks or every month or so. The problem with this is that even if you're pretty good about starting your snowblower up every month, you're going to forget. It's just one of those things that you're not really going to think about in the summertime to go out there and start up your snowblower. It's an easy thing to forget, and you are simply best left with removing all of the gas from the snowblower and keeping that snowblower gas tank empty, preventing your carburetor from getting gummed up. Tip number 2 is to simply lubricate the metal pieces of your snowblower. I'm using this Remington oil lubricant, but there are a number of other lubricants you can use. The reason I am lubricating the metal pieces is that rust is the biggest issue, the biggest cause for these snowblowers to simply die ahead of their time, to be sent out to the snowblower graveyard before their normal life cycle is up. Rust gets into the frame and quickly builds up over time and rots out that frame, and then your snowblower is no good. By lubricating it, it hopefully will prevent, again, that rust buildup. Tip number 3, when you're storing your snowblower, I have mentioned this in previous videos and I am going to mention it again, is to make sure you get this frame off of the ground, okay? When you store your snowblower, and I mentioned about rust, you want to get that frame off of the ground. I have here, it's on a little bit of a brick, and I end up usually put a plastic piece underneath it again to make a barrier away from that moisture, because if you have this frame stored on the ground, even inside of a garage like this, it's going to pick up moisture from the floor. Also along the lines of this tip is if you can store it inside a garage or a shed, that's much more preferred than outside. If you have to store it outside, I understand some people just have to by nature, that's understandable. Make sure again that you're lifting up the frame off of the ground and you're covering it from the weather. So if you can, store it underneath your deck or cover it with the tarp. I hope you dads found these 3 tips informative. If you've come this far in the video, then definitely give this video a like and hit that subscribe button as usual. Thanks for watching, and don't save anything for the trip back. I am dedicated to helping you dads be great parents to your children and still accomplish your own personal goals. I post tips and tricks to save you dads time, energy, and money. 3 things that are in short supply for every dad out there.